We have another factor by grouping question. This one here is a bit tricky. We're going to have to really think about what our factors are going to be and how we're going to group up these terms, okay? We'll quickly count it out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. Remember, the pluses or subtraction signs, so the addition or subtraction signs separate our terms. So I have 4 terms. If I want them to be groups, I want them to be pairs of groups, so I'm going to put pairs together. But I take a look at my first set here. I don't have a common factor when it's 1 and 2. And 3 and 4, yeah, they have a common factor of f, but if I go this route, let's actually attempt this, okay? I'm going to put it on the side, and that should be kind of a precursor to letting you know that this might not work out. I'm going to get 20.
Wouldn't it be 20f squared and 5f?
You're right. Those are going to be way better to work with.
3 and 12f?
Yeah, and the reason I want to show you a failed attempt here is just to show you that just because it fails one direction doesn't mean we're finished.
Okay.
And the first one we didn't get. In this one here, I do have a common factor. I can take f out of both of these, and then I'm left with 12 plus 5. Oh, I ran out of space. 12 plus 5, which actually gives me f 17, which is actually 17f. I have 17f. But now I have f squared plus 3 plus 17f. It's not really helpful for, factor by grouping. In fact, this is a standard form. I've simplified. I've gone through a simplification process. Not good for our factoring process. So like you said, terms 1 and 4 look like they work out really nice. So let's try those. And keep in mind, there's many different ways we could put these together. I could have term 1 with term 2, or term 1 with term 3, or term 1 with term 4. So there's like 3 different ways we could set up this question, right? So here's one of them. Here's another one. And another one would be if we did 20f squared plus 12f. And we'll see if that one takes us to the direction. We'll see. That might actually be somewhat lucrative too. But we'll do the one you said. 20f squared besides 5f. So that's term 1 and term 4 beside each other. And terms 2 and 3, I should say. 3 plus 12f. And I can rearrange those two also, but let's just go with what we have. We can take a common factor of 5f out of both of these. So that works out really nice for a factor by grouping. We're going to get with 5f. And we get 4f. And that becomes plus 1. And this one here, can I take a common factor out? Well, yeah, I can actually. I can take the number 3 out of this. Positive 3, in fact. And that gives us 1 plus 4f. Like we said before, just because they're in a different order doesn't mean they're wrong. I can rearrange it, and I can make that 4f plus 1. So this bracket and this bracket are actually the exact same. So we can factor out that set of brackets. We'll put them as 4f plus 1 in this case. Remember, we could just rearrange those two terms. It doesn't make a difference. And then in our other set of brackets, we just take these two terms and put them as the first and the second term, 5f plus 3. That was lucrative. That worked out. All right. So we tried 1 and 2 together. And sorry, I should say put x's. Those didn't work. But 1 and 4 did. Let's try 1 and 3. I'm going to make a little bit of space here. Put these here. So we might need all that space. Let's try 1 and 3 here. So this is equal to 20f squared. The third term was 12f plus 12f. I'm going to actually put the fourth term first and then the second term last. Okay, this might visually help a bit. The first two terms, I can take something out of those. I can take out 4f in fact. 4f can come out of both of these. Okay, here 5f and positive 3, I can take 1 out. Okay, and I want to show you that just so you get an idea of the purpose to all this. And get rid of that sign, it's kind of in the way. 20f squared divided by 4f gives us 5f. Oh, I've got to write the common factor out. Sorry, hold on. Even forgetting my own steps here. 4f is a common factor. Our set of brackets becomes 5f. Okay. 12f divided by 4f gives us just the number 3, so plus 3. And here I took out positive 1. And the reason I did this is just so this looks a little more similar to the other bracket there. And we've talked about how we create ones. Well, if you take a look again, hey, I got two brackets that are exact same. Great. They become my common factor again. 5f plus 3 And my other bracket is 4f plus 1. And like we talked about before, it doesn't matter the order. These two are the exact same thing. Because it's multiplication of two sets of brackets, it doesn't matter what order, which bracket is first or second. They'll still end up at the exact same answer in this case.